Hi, welcome to Enter the Bunker, where we launch you into thriving. Each week we talk about a different virtue that can be used as a building brick to build your own personal bunkers. We share personal stories, as well as tips and tricks to help you thrive instead of survive. So sit down, relax, and enter the bunker.
Hello, and welcome to Enter the Bunker. This week's building brick is loyalty. My name's Kelly.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we're going to be loyal and go over loyalty with you because we're loyal because we do a podcast every week.
To our loyal fans.
Okay, so the meaning: unwavering faithfulness and commitment to people and ideas we care about through good times and bad. So unwavering faithfulness. That's so deep sounding. Unwavering faith. Yeah. So, got anything to say about that? Unwavering faithfulness.
So, I mean, how
You always enlighten me more on the meeting, so I guess that's why I'm asking.
So it's funny because when you're loyal to people or an idea, it's something that you even in trying times, you're gonna keep on holding on to that. So you're not going to waver on. I don't know. Think of an idea that you feel loyal to.
Right.
Say the idea of, okay, something that a lot of people say is like, well, friendship is important.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're loyal to that idea, aren't you?
Yes.
Right. So if something happens that threatens a friendship, then your ideal of loyalty, because you are unwavering in your faithfulness to the idea, kicks in, and you continue to believe and be loyal to the idea of like, friendship is important. I have to do everything I can to save it. There's nothing that's going to stop me from doing that.
Yeah.
Right. So that's actually exhibiting loyalty to an idea, and in a sense, because it's about friendship, to people.
Right. So I said you always enlighten me. Literally, like the first sentence, you're like, when like we're talking about loyalty, and I honestly just thought loyalty towards people, but then you're like loyalty towards an idea, and I was like, yeah, already.
So yeah, I think that a lot of people, when they think about loyalty, they talk mostly about people.
Yeah.
Because the truth is that I think that that's something that a lot of people value greatly, simply because it's how we like. It's just even at the biological level. If you have a sense of like safety in knowing that somebody's always going to be there for you, right? Or or you're loyal to certain people because you know that they're going to always care for you in tough in hard times and so forth.
Yeah.
This is just at the biological level, like our social our social safety net. So that we have our own little tribe that always takes care of us no matter what. So loyalty comes into that, but the truth is that there are people who are not loyal, right?
Yep.
They will, immediately you go to the idea of relationships.
And again, yeah, it's always people. But I want to like job. You can be loyal to your job, but then
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I could just think of people we've had in the past that we've hired, that it's funny, as an employer, you have a sense of like, there's a sense of responsibility, but it's a sense of loyalty to the people you employ.
Yeah.
In that you're like, look, I want you to do really good at what you do. I want you to become really good at what you do. I'm going to give you all the support to do it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes those same people that you're giving all this loyalty to just turn around and go, well, thanks, I got another job, bye.
Yeah.
It's just like, wait, what happened here? It's
Yeah.
almost like it's almost like a boyfriend girlfriend relationship. I hate to put it that way because they'll probably get me in HR trouble, but it's almost the same kind of thing where you put all this effort into a relationship with this person, and then suddenly they're just like, well, I found something better, goodbye.
Yeah.
So where's the loyalty? Where's the loyalty in that, right?
I have no clue.
Yeah.
There is none.
It's just, so it's frustrating in that sense, but at the same time, that's why this is a building brick, right?
Yeah.
If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it.
Sure, sounds fast. Okay, so now we'll get into some quotes. We have 4 here. Loyalty isn't gray, it's black and white. You're either loyal completely or not loyal at all. Unknown. Ooh, that's a good one. 2. I learned the real meaning of love. Love is absolute loyalty. People fade, looks fade, but loyalty never fades. Sylvester Stallone,
Woohoo.
actor. 3rd, loyalty is the strongest glue which makes a relationship last a lifetime. Mario Puzo, author. And finally, some people aren't loyal to you. They're loyal to their need of you. Once their need changes, so does their loyalty. Ugh, unknown. I like that one.
That one's brutally honest.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
I was literally just like, yep. Yep. Okay.
But that's some people.
Yes, it's not
Right.
all people.
And that is not the standard
Yeah.
for which we are talking about.
True.
now,
It's like,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like they're loyal to themselves.
Yeah.
You know, they're not really loyal to you. They're just loyal to what you'll do for them.
Yeah.
That's really sad. I think that the quote, loyalty isn't gray, it's black and white. You're either loyal completely or not loyal at all.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you
it's,
agree with that?
it's interesting. I think what's trying to so first off, only Sith deal in absolutes, so you shouldn't be doing that. Star Wars reference, but I think that what they're trying to say though is that in order to be loyal, you have to give it your all. Like, I mean, what we talked about in terms of having unwavering faithfulness, like it takes your all to really be loyal in the tough times.
Yep.
Right? How often have you seen in a movie or something, or even in your life, where things got really hard, and then when things got tough, you know, it really tested the loyalty. Like, and if they really weren't loyal,
Yeah.
like
It's
all
going to come
loyal,
out.
it comes out and they leave,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, classic example of you hear the story of the husband who lost his job, and now now they're now they're about to be bankrupt, and the wife leaves.
Right.
Right?
That's
Is
so
kind of
sad.
like the old story here, and
Yeah.
I'm sure it happens in the reverse too.
Oh, yes.
But the thing is that that's a situation where if you had real loyalty, they wouldn't be leaving.
Yeah.
Like they stick to it to the very end.
That blows my mind, though. Like, what do people do? Have just have fake loyalty the whole time, or does it just go away? Like, were they loyal at one point?
They were not loyal. They were fooling themselves. Like it's almost like they were in that other quote. Some people aren't loyal to you.
Yeah.
They're loyal to their need of you.
Right.
So just the situation I just
how
described.
do you know the difference?
Oh, it's hard. It's hard. But
Yeah.
we should maybe talk
Do-
about that in the next podcast.
Another
yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So the opening. Loyalty is an important thing, but it can also have its limits. Being loyal, especially to a person, doesn't mean you have to blindly follow and accept everything they do. In fact, doing that can be detrimental to your own well being. However, loyalty to your beliefs, even when things aren't going well, that's what will help you thrive. Commit to what you believe in and always work towards the end. People will know where you stand, and if they align, they will become loyal to advancing those beliefs. Loyalty to a person can be much more difficult. Often, people's priorities and therefore their loyalties will shift. This can put you in a tough situation if you don't agree with their new priorities. Does your loyalty to a person trump the loyalty to your beliefs? What will you get out of a relationship when the loyalty only goes from you to them and isn't returned? Being loyal to yourself and your beliefs always. Don't waver in your loyalty to this, and don't be caught up in blind loyalty to others.
So with all of that,
Yeah.
the core of all that is that your belief, like what you should be loyal to your beliefs before you're loyal to people.
Right.
So it's the idea that you're loyal to, not the people, in terms of like hierarchy of importance.
Right.
So I can think of a couple of instances in the past where I've had some kind of relationship with different types of people. And after going so far with them, I got to know them a little better and realized that these were not people that I wanted to be associated with.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, my loyalty for them was not there anymore.
Right.
Because because as far as I was concerned, my integrity was at stake.
Right.
If I was to continue to go in the path that they were heading down
Yeah.
with me.
Right.
And so I had to make choices that clearly disconnected me from them, as like in terms of how I was working with them. So I can understand this really well. Like, you have to, if you keep on being loyal to the person, then that person almost has a power over you, right? Because if you don't stay true to the integrity of your beliefs and what the ideas, loyal to the ideas that we're talking about,
Mhm.
and you simply are loyal to the person, yeah, they can start to go in different directions. And if you just follow along because you're loyal, that is going to lead to trouble, because you just never know. Well, you do know. Like I said, over time, people reveal themselves to you,
Yes.
right? And it's important that as that happens, if it turns out that they have a different idea that's going to take you down a path that's going to lead to ruin,
Mhm.
you absolutely have to be prepared to just be like, nope,
Yeah.
and just shut it off, and be able to, like, hold that integrity, to be loyal to the idea of loyalty rather than to the person. I know that sounds weird, but I've experienced it several times in my lifetime where I was
So
working.
how do you just like cut that person out completely? Do you talk to them? Do you tell them like what? You know?
You should, well, when it comes to how I deal with it,
Yeah.
I in the past I completely cut those people out of my life.
Yeah.
Like, completely. Like, I no longer talk to them.
Mhm.
And the few times where they tried to reach out to me to try to reconnect with me,
Yeah.
I wouldn't let them.
Right.
Right. But that's me. I'm not saying that that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I did discover a few years ago, I was reading an article, and apparently this is an attribute of people who have integrity. They
Okay.
actually, if you do something which is out of integrity with someone who does have it, they will cut you out of their lives. Like, they don't give you a second chance, just for the sake of ensuring that everything around them is right with the ideas they're loyal to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think when I read that, I was just like, oh, so it's not just me. Like, everybody does this. So this is okay. Maybe it's not. Maybe I could have had a conversation, and maybe I could have, like, invited them back into my life in a limited way.
Right.
But at the same time, my
Well,
energy
it's time for that.
and time is limited. So who
Yeah.
am I going to give it to?
Yeah.
Right. So
Exactly.
if these are people that I clearly wasn't able to have enough integrity, like, I wasn't able to maintain my integrity, you know, with them,
Mhm.
why would I entertain bringing that back into my life, is kind of how I take it. So I know it sounds I know it sounds cold in a
Harsh,
way, and
cold.
harsh, and so forth, but I mean, you got one life to live. So, I mean, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to waste your time with this sort of thing, or are
Yeah.
you going to spend it with people who actually care about you and actually will grow with you and actually will challenge you in ways that matter? Right.
I'll take that option.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. So join us next time for part 2 as we discuss how to be loyal. We'll have 3 ways for you. Usually we have 3. You'll find out if you go.
And I'm sure all our loyal fans will be listening to that one. We'll see you there.
Thank you for listening to Enter the Bunker. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, where you can share your story and also look at behind the scenes of how we make our podcast. You can watch the video version of this podcast on YouTube by simply searching Enter the Bunker. Tune in next time as we launch into thriving.